Here's a riddle for you. What costs your parents lakhs of rupees, takes 4 years from your life, and makes you 9 times more unemployable? Graduate unemployment in India stands at 29.1%, and unemployment of people who cannot read and write stands at 3.4%. If you said college degree in India, you're absolutely right. But here's the thing that keeps me up at night. This isn't an accident, this is by design. I want to show you something. Over the last 2 decades, India has gone through one of the largest educational expansions in human history. In the year 2000, India had around 11,000 colleges. Today, over 42,000. That's nearly 4 times as many colleges in just 24 years. You'd think this would be incredible news, right? More colleges mean more educated people, more prosperity. That's how it's supposed to work. But something strange started happening. The more colleges we built, the more unemployed graduates were created. Today, 2 million graduates and 500,000 postgraduates are sitting at home without jobs. So I started digging, and what I found was a system that stopped being about education and became something else entirely. Here's how the business model works. And trust me, once you see it, you can't unsee it. In the early 2000s, the government decided to deregulate higher education. The goal was noble: increase access. But here's what actually happened. Private players saw an opportunity. Opening a college became like opening a factory. You need land, buildings, some faculty, and most importantly, a license from the government. These new colleges didn't just advertise, they sold dreams. 100% placement, world-class infrastructure, international collaborations. But here's the trick. Most of these claims have no regulatory oversight. There's no one actually checking if these promises are true. At an average engineering college, fees ranges from 1 to 5 lakh rupees per year. Multiply that by 500 students per batch, then 4 years. That's anywhere from 20 to 100 crores coming in every 4 years like clockwork. But here's where it gets interesting. To maximize profit, you need to minimize costs. So what gets cut out? Quality faculty, updated equipment, industry connections, curriculum updates, placement support. The product, actual education, became secondary to businesses in running a college. Now, let me tell you what this actually means for real people. Meet Rahul. Not his real name, but the story is real. Rahul got into an engineering college in 2019. His parents sold a piece of land to pay off his fees, 12 lakhs in 4 years. They believed they were investing in his future. And honestly, why wouldn't they? A degree is supposed to be a golden ticket. But in these 4 years, Rahul's computer labs had machines from 2010. His professors taught from textbooks written before he was born. 100% placement promise. 40 students from his batch got placed. Of 180 students. Average salary 2.5 lakhs per year. At that salary, it would take him nearly 5 years to recover what his parents had spent. Today, Rahul delivers food for a delivery app. He has an engineering degree. His parents' land is gone. And he's not alone. Over 50% of graduates in India are underemployed, working jobs they don't require a degree at all. In 2023, 14,000 unemployed youth took their own lives. 14,000? Okay, so how did we get here? Let me break it down for you. India has something called the AICTE, the All India Council for Technical Education. They're supposed to regulate engineering colleges. But here's the problem. They are approving colleges faster than they can inspect them. In many cases, colleges get approved, collect fees for years, and then get inspected. By the time they're shut down for violations, thousands of students who have already paid and graduated with degrees that employers don't trust. Here's a shocking stat. Less than 30% of college faculty in India have PhDs, and many of those who do got them from the same low-quality institutes where they teach. Meanwhile, actual industry professionals don't want to teach because academic salaries are 50 to 70% lower than industry jobs. Colleges owners want profits, students want jobs, parents want degrees, the government wants enrollment numbers. Notice what's missing? No one in this equation is actually incentivized to care about quality education. So, you get this cycle. Low quality leads to unemployable graduates, which leads to lower trust, which leads to degree inflation, which leads to more colleges opening to meet demand, which leads to even lower quality. Now here's why this matters beyond just individual stories. India has largest youth population in the world. That is supposed to be our superpower, our demographic dividend. The idea is simple. Young, educated workforce drives economic growth. That's how South Korea went from poverty to prosperity. That's how China became a manufacturing powerhouse. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Only 8.25% of Indian graduates work in jobs matching their qualifications. Meanwhile, our best and brightest are leaving. Every year, hundreds of thousands of talented Indians move abroad. Not because they don't love India, but because the system has failed them here. And while we are producing unemployable graduates, countries like Vietnam and Bangladesh are stealing our manufacturing jobs. Why? Because they invested in actual skills training and not just degree mills. Now here's the urgency. India's demographic window is closing. We have maybe 15 to 20 years before our population starts aging. If we don't fix this now, we won't get another chance. Our demographic dividend could either become the engine for our growth or fuel the massive social unrest. So what do we need to do about this? Because here's one thing. They are fixable, but it requires honesty. For colleges, stop being businesses pretending to be educational institutes. If you want to make money, fine, but deliver actual value. That means hiring faculty from industry, updating curriculum every 2-3 years, mandatory internships with real companies, transparent placements data. Stop measuring success by how many colleges exist and start measuring by employment outcomes. Shut down colleges that consistently fail to place students. Make placement rates public. The accreditation to actual job outcomes, not just infrastructure. For students and parents, this is a hard one. We need to stop worshipping degrees and start valuing skills. A 3-month coding bootcamp might give you better job prospects than a 4-year computer science degree from a tier 3 college. That's not failure, that's just reality. For employers, stop using degree as lazy filter. Look, I know this is heavy, but here's why I'm talking about this. Right now, there's a student sitting in a college somewhere in India, paying lakhs of rupees, believing that they are investing in their future. And the truth is, they might be wasting their time and their parents' money. But it doesn't have to be this way. Education is supposed to be the greatest equalizer. It is supposed to lift people up, not trap them in debt and unemployment. India has the talent. We have the ambition. What we need is a system that actually serves students instead of exploiting them. So here's my question for you. If you're a student watching this, what has your experience been? If you're a parent, what are you seeing that I'm missing? And if you work in education, what would you change if you could? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. The future of India depends on getting this right. And we are running out of time. The question isn't whether we can afford to fix education. It's whether we can afford not to.